Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing today? Hi, it's what, Sunday? I'm just not testing, just doing a small stream today while wife and kids are off doing a thing, some robotics thing, I don't know. Um, but sorry, I had to adjust my new hat there. But yeah, so I'm not going to be doing a long stream. This is just kind of a vibe stream. We're just going to play some Children of Morta. I plan on doing some more streaming this week though because I am off all week for vacation. Oh, I hate my hair. I really need to get a haircut is what I need to do. But yeah, let's flip over. I don't know if you're familiar with this game, but it's like a pixel RPG, like Diablo-ish type game, ARPG. I wish there was a way I could make my text. I'm gonna have to look into that to make if Beam will disappear after a certain amount of time. Because all my channels are good though, like showing up at least. That's a lot of updates. Well, seeing how I don't even remember where I was at in the game, we're just going to do a new. I've always loved the artwork in this game.
Margaret awoke, startled, a cold sweat clinging to her. She gathered her thoughts. Aged wood creaked, echoing through the quiet rooms. Near the house stood a shrine to Rhea Dana, goddess and daughter of the land, of Rhea and a being of comfort.
Neo, how you doing today?
Margaret sought answers. But the goddess did not speak. There was only the faint whisper of something dark, something hungry. The old seer's bones felt the weight of their age as she climbed. The only thought on her mind, has it begun again?
You've played this, haven't you, Neo? You show up on my friends who have played.
John's mission would be a simple one. He was to investigate Rhea's greatest shrine. His mother presented him with a fresh divinity shard. From his brother came a newly sharpened sword. wife gave him a kiss, and his daughter's hugs were full of reason to return home safe.
What exactly is Commander? Is that like a new deck? Gotcha.
Rhea, a land long forgotten, a place of unimaginable beauty. It first appeared as sludge given life, slithering creatures, small
Okay.
and vile.
Did you win? Yeah, I've played this before, but it's been so long since I've played it that I started over. I just wanted to play a little something easier because I'm not doing a long stream right now. I'm just... Allie and the boys are at a robotics thing, and so I'm just killing a little time.
A wall, impeding further progress. A battle was certain. Banished by light itself, the corruption abated, leaving the shard cold in hand, dark, in need of life.
I gotta look into the Beam chat overlay, because what you're seeing is the Beam Unichat, and it doesn't disappear after a time. On the one hand, I kind of like it like that, because if I miss something, I can just glance and see it still, but on the other hand, I do like that I have it set up so that it's got the different platform icons. So, like, if I'm messing around with Valora's chat, it'll just show up like that with the V next to it. And YouTube obviously has their little icon, and Kick has its little K. Yes and no to what, the fading. Yeah, same way. I'm the same way. Has its pros and cons.
The shard grew warm, humming softly from the harnessed energy. Before him was now one more dangerous than those that came before.
Kind of, yeah. I don't know if it's, like, completely roguelike.
Goblins, a familiar threat, albeit farther out than usual. Inherently violent and ill-bathed, the goblins were an unfocused but constant threat.
Because I know there is, like, a little bit of a main path streamlined, but then
Magnificent, but dangerous.
obviously you can go off the beaten path as well.
And of love lost.
I just love the artwork of this game.
Before him was sacred ground, left untouched in days gone by.
Did you see my new hat?
Remaining calm and collected, the shock of his heart-skipping beats was concealed in expert fashion. Before him stood Linda, his eldest daughter, with bow and quiver at the ready, determined to do her part. Before the Guardians were not beasts feeding, but monsters consuming, destroying others. They corrupted and distorted, creating even more hungry husks. Both father and daughter gathered their thoughts, their hearts.
So when are you going to be
heavier than
streaming
before.
again, Neo?
How would they explain?
And what are you going to be
they had
streaming?
witnessed?
I wonder what happens if somebody does a shout out for you. Do a shout out for yourself, Neo. I don't have a Kick chat or a Twitch chat
The
open.
ancient tree had been cut down. Together, father and daughter described
That's what I need
the
to add is a
horror.
Twitch doc.
Creatures dripping with
Let's see.
decay that slithered into bodies stuck between life and death to bolster their ranks. Grandma Margaret confirmed what they all feared. It was the corruption. A cruel entity spoken of only with hushed voices. An ocean of darkness that flowed from the top of Mount Morta.
Unless, I wonder.
And the Bergsons' duty was to stand against this devouring deluge of death. Kevin was also eager to do his part in the family's fight, especially when his older brother Mark was off somewhere. He was as much a guardian of their mountain home as any of them. She stood. If they were to reach the summit and destroy this evil, as the Bergsons of old had done in the past, they would need the assistance of the sanctuary.
There we go.
Given to the Bergsons by Rhea herself, the sanctuary was a gateway to the mysterious lands around the mountain. Margaret pointed to the huge crystal at the center of the den, revealing their next task: to activate it and open the way to the source of the corruption. And once Rhea's 3 spirits are gathered on the grounds, the only gate to the top of Mount Morta will open in this chamber. By himself, or with the assistance of those who loved him, John needed to gather the 3 spirits from their lands. Without them, he would not be able to stem the flow of the corruption. Halls of Anaidia must be here, for she needs to be found.
Let's see. Archer or knight?
A celestial shard chipped directly from the ancient crystal in the sanctuary. It would be the Bergsons' lifeline, a tether to pull them back home before death's fateful whisper. Filling the winding tunnels of the silk-covered caves, the acrid taste of
Probably do
poison
more streaming of this
lingered in the
tonight,
air.
too.
Spiders.
I don't know. Maybe something else.
Linda told herself it was only target practice as she readied her bow.
I want to do
and
Crimson
spied
Desert,
the
but
spirit
that's on
deep
my
within the
Pro,
caves.
and I don't have the Pro up here for my streaming. I just have the base PS5. First world problems indeed. Be pretty sweet if that Switch 2 ever arrived. In the mail. I don't know, the in thing to do right now, it seems like, is everybody makes a throne wish list, and now everybody's like basically begging for it on X. Like on the one hand, throne, yeah, it's like almost like a, for a lack of better words, it's like a GoFundMe, but or like an Amazon wish list, and you basically throw it up there, and people can go and donate, and they can do it like anonymously. And now the in theme seems to be lately I've seen is like people are like, there's like an influx of I almost want to say like a chain letter almost, but it's like you know, everybody post their throne lists here and help each other out and manifest for, you know, payments and blah blah blah. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, do people actually, it's a hot take, but do people actually work for their shit anymore? Like, I can't be the only one that thinks that, right? Like, yeah, I want to Switch too, but you know, I'm not gonna beg other people to fund me for it. Exactly, like, right? I was like, that's exactly my thought when I read that today. I was just like, so we've now got, like, pay it forward pyramid schemes on Twitch, or not Twitch, but X. I don't know, I'll have to screenshot it and show you what I'm talking about. Well, Throne isn't a pyramid scheme in and of itself. Throne is just like a, like I said, it's almost like an Amazon wish list. You just go on there and put a bunch of shit that you want, and then you post your link, and people fucking donate money towards it, and then once it gets fully funded, it gets shipped to you. I'm assuming. I haven't really used it at all, but that's the concept that I'm gathering. I could be completely way off. I don't know. But here, let me screenshot this for you really quick, and now I can't seem to find an example. Alright, here's one. There you go. I just sent you a message, Neo. Just an example of what I'm. Ah, people, Jesus.
A table fit for the gods, but a game made for mortals. A hand was to be placed upon the pedestal, and their best was to be given.
How have I not leveled up yet? Right? I don't know, man. Like I said, maybe I'm looking at it all wrong, but... Man, nothing in that chest. I mean, hey, if people, you know, more power to them if that's what they want to do, but... I'm just sitting here like... Burn your shit, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm just an asshole. Old, yeah, that's true too. I am old. I am old, I'll give you that. We both are. Yeah, I guess. You gonna pick up Crimson Desert? I asked if you were gonna pick up Crimson Desert. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, me too. It's on my list of games to play. Don't even bring up Claire Obscure. Damn, I did not even see those spikes right there. There's more right there. I'm just running into those spikes all over, aren't I? I can go running back up there and get some health. Yes, I am going to make the backtrack to get that health. Worth it. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm only doing this until the wife and kids get home. They get out of robotics in about half an hour at 5 p.m. And then when they get home, they're going to all look at me and go, "What are we doing for dinner?" So,
Energy flowed around the room. Before the hero, an object of the divine.
all right, man. Have a good lurk. Appreciate it. Charms, eh? You can only carry one. Okay. We'll save that guy for later. That's... Man, I was looking at the map. I almost ran right into that bat. Alright, so now I got something that can slow the enemy down as well as... Ooh, what do we have here?
In front of the hero, an object of divine energies.
Alright, let's see. Something that distracts enemies or something that slows enemies? Let's keep the one that slows the enemies. Now that I'm almost dead because of those damn spiders. Oh, come on. I didn't even hit the damn thing.
Love, truly a divine emotion, especially during dark days. Love had motivated this mother to lay down her life for her cub.
Ooh.
While love now compelled the young one to try and rouse her from eternal slumber. And it would be love welcoming the new orphan among the Bergsons.
Alright. So there's the boss. And I am almost dead. Now I'm really almost dead.
The Bergson began to slip away, wondering if this was death. It was warmer than they expected.
That was a pretty good run for my first run.
They gasped for air as the celestial shard brought them back, a sensation no hero could become accustomed to. As she heard John and Linda describe their foray, thoughts rushed through Margaret's head. The corruption had amplified the creature's wickedness, and no longer were they part of the harmony of the Rhea. With the new threats looming, Margaret asked Ben to prepare his workshop. He would have to take charge of enhancing the warrior family's weapons and armor. Although in the safety of the Bergsons' house, the young cub was not yet free from danger. Exhaustion racked the animal's body, its chest heaving for even the smallest of breaths. The family believed several plants found deep in the nearby caves, combined together, could serve to remedy the situation. Uncle Ben reached out to the familiar warmth of the forge. If they were to reach the top of Mount Morta, their equipment would need to be of the highest quality.
All right. So that one is the whole fam. These are all for like the whole family. We'll do a base damage, and we'll do one more max health.
She knew where it was coming from. Her ancestors had spoken of such corruption flooding down the mountain. But Grandma Margaret wanted to know what it was and what needed to be done to destroy it.
Good old Grandma Margaret. There's a couple of... Oh, that just instantly, okay.
When light faded from the sky and most were fast asleep, Mary would write about her family, immortalizing them for future generations.
Nothing else to look for, it looks like. One of 3 now? Wasn't there 2 before? Could have swore there was 2 before. My room already? That's weird. We gotta find these plants to save that wolf pup. Yes, I'm aware that I have a new skill point. Alright, family traits. Benefit. Oh, all the family members. Okay. I kind of like that. Don't know how that one hit me. Show me the plant. Show me the plant.
Pilgrims, once lost in cavern mazes,
Oh, no.
now trapped.
Pilgrims, eh?
Their poor families forever looking forward to a return that will never happen.
That's kind of sad. Are there any I can free? Create shards of ice that explode. Okay. Now, That appears to be an exit, but there's still a lot of this cave for me to frickin' explore. Oh yeah, still a lot. Although it looks like I got most of this cave. Oh, sweet, they kind of follow me around? Interesting. No, I did not mean to do that. I'm used to Diablo where pushing down brings up the map and not pushing left. I mean, I can always use more money drops, but alright, I think that's everything for this map.
Who could have possessed such a powerful object?
Went the wrong way.
The halls of Anea Daya, so mesmerizing in their magnificence, were to be found at the end of a long road. And a hero never knows what is waiting them at the end of a road. Moving is more important than reaching.
That was a close one. Oh, geez, another one? He wasn't as bad as that other one. Are the plants in here? Oh, what's this? Margaret.
How can this be? Is he lost?
Maybe not Margaret.
Margaret under her breath. Lost in the study of the walls
It is Margaret, okay.
and oblivious to her surroundings.
What you got for me, Margaret?
She always had time for her children, but it was best to leave Grandma to her pursuits now.
Or not. Not gonna make it much longer on this run, I think. Alright, boss room. But first, let's go see what's over here. Let's see, what do we got here? While standing still, damage increases. Okay. Temporarily push her abilities to the max, increasing her... I like this one for now. Ooh. Interesting. Does not...
Not all in the caves were refugees. Some were just traveling merchants stuck in a bind.
Shit. Damn it. Ah, that was a good run, though. But that's a good spot to end because it sounds like my kids are home. So we'll cut through this cutscene and
Kevin's
then...
need to help all began when his elder brother Mark left the house. His brother was strong, making any near him feel safe. But he left Kevin. Though Uncle Ben knew what his nephew needed, a focal point for his aspirations.
Alright.
A mother away from her child would cause worry even in the best of times. And this was far from the best of times. It had been more than a year since Mark, Mary's eldest son, had gone to live in the monastery deep in the forest. The same forest was now the source of such worrying news. Uncle Ben pondered over a map he received from a refugee. The Silk Caverns were a twisted maze of dead ends and venomous nests. But somewhere along the right path, a Neadia, spirit of the Caldipo Caves, rested.
What is... I think that's everything. Yep. Alright. This is a good stopping point, because like I said, I was going to stop when my family got home. So I'll be stopping for now. I'll be back on later tonight, though, playing more of this, Children of Morta. Thank you for lurking, Neodeath. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a good evening, and I'll see you all later. I don't know what time I'll be on tonight. Just follow me on your respective streaming channels, Kick, Twitch, Beam, YouTube, and Valora. Those are the ones that I stream on. I also post on Twitter, which I'm just at QuaimiaX, when I'm going to be going live. So if you don't follow me on any of those streaming sites, at least follow me on Twitter so that you know when I'm going live, so that you can you can follow me on your respective platform. Like I said, Kick, Twitch, Beam, YouTube, and Valora. They're all under QuaimiaX. If you search for me on those, you'll find me. But until then, have a good evening, and I will see you all later.